Does my mic work? Hello, test. Can I get a? Can I get a you? My mic works. I don't know if my mic works. Okay, you can hear. Okay, good. One sec. I gotta move my cat. Oh, okay. Fuck. I mean, oh shoot. Has it been 15 seconds? Hello. Hello. The thing I hate about YouTube streaming is that I can't read chat if it's like moving this quickly. The thing is on Twitch, it like scrolls in like groups. You have like snapshots of like of chat, but I can't read this. Um, so I'm just gonna start talking because it's like I'd love to read the comments and reply, but I can't read that. Also, I was hoping it would show like in my OBS the chat, but no, I have to read it on YouTube. I have to like squint and see because I'm not like too close to it. Also, hello everyone. Oh god, stop! Hey, get out of there. Sorry, Mike. One sec. Hey. Sorry, there's like wires everywhere, and my cat is playing with a wrapper. Um. Oh, you're right. I should put it on slow mode. Sorry. Um. You know what? It'll slow down on itself. It's fine. I have a lot to cover anyway. How's my volume? Do I have to talk like this close to the mic? You'll see her eventually. Like she's pretty needy, so she'll want cuddles at some point. Anyway, hello everyone. Happy 2023. I hope so far. Not really for me. I mean, like overall, I've been pretty good. You know, I've been better since my break. But as soon as um the new year started, I got sick. It's kind of expected. Um, well, first Claire got sick. I was like, oh, hope it's not COVID. It wasn't COVID. It was a cold. And I caught it like immediately after she got better. But I don't even know if it's a cold. Like hers lasted like 2 days, and she was good. You know. But I was in bed for like 4 days. I couldn't like stay awake. My head hurt a lot. I was getting like chills and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I got the flu. You know, it's weird. Like you forget that there's like other sicknesses. Like after COVID and stuff. Like I got COVID. Um, when did I get COVID? It was this year, right? I mean, not this year. Like sometime in 2022, I got COVID, and that shit was the worst. You know, like it's not. It didn't kill me. Obviously, I survived, but just during it, oh my god, it sucked so much. Like I lost my taste. It felt like there was always like a little tiny gnome like with a mini rake scratching at the back of my tongue and my throat, like just all the way down my esophagus. It just sucked. Yeah, stinky COVID. Um, Everyone be safe. Um, okay, so what's happening today? So uh the reason this is called OM, okay, my bad to anyone not familiar with like today's lingo, but OMW means on my way, and I know the last thing I uploaded was called BRB, and naturally the next thing I should upload would be like back, right? Or like I'm back, but I'm not entirely back yet. Well, I guess I kind of am. Like my mindset is here. Um but I'm still kind of on my way because I'm still finishing up the video I've been working on that I want to upload. Um yeah, I be on my way. That's why you see the thumbnails of me running, because well, I'm not running, but I'm making my way. So, I, like this is just to kind of say hi to everyone, tell everyone I'm relatively healthy. Um, Physically, right now, not so much, but mentally, yeah, I really needed that time off. I think this is. I don't know if this camera is too high or too low. Sorry, I'm an animator. Okay, I don't know proper human framing when it comes to these things. Um, so I just wanted to say like what I've been up to since I was gone. At first, it didn't seem like a lot. Like I really tried to not do anything and just kind of clear my head with stuff. Um, but looking back, like shit, a lot happened actually. Like I did a lot of stuff. Not like I didn't go out and travel too much, but like I don't know, just definitely a lot of character development happened. Um, so honestly, I forgot half the stuff I said in the BRB video. I know it was a lot of like depression stuff and burning out. Um, so I try to work on that this past year. Kind of, you know, I don't really know how to describe it. Like, I think I was just in a better mindset of things and how I approached stuff, especially if things weren't really going my way or if I started getting stressed. Um, I don't know. I just try to handle things differently. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't want to have a psychology chat during this whole thing, but overall, I got better at it, but I'm not perfect. Like this whole thing is a process. It's Our whole life is a character development. Um, so yeah, I'm probably gonna chat for maybe like 2 hours. I don't know. Like I said, this is more of like a catching up what I've been doing, and I try to make notes to see like month to month. I probably forgot some stuff. Um, so last year, sorry, man, I'm eating a cough drop. I took a preemptive cough drop in case I start having a cough attack on stream. I also took some cough medicine. I have some like semi hot water. Um, yeah, give me a sec. Actually, hold on. Okay. Yeah, I actually wasn't sure like how long I wanted to take a break. Honestly, after like in the summer, there's a spider on the wall. In this summer, I already kind of felt like I wanted to get back into um content creation. And I actually started working on the video that I mentioned back in like June, July-ish. Then some stuff happened, I got distracted, I kind of relapsed here and there. And I've been working on it very slowly over the past couple months. And it's almost done. Well, part one is done. I mentioned this in some of my Twitch streams. Um, and I actually worked on it during some of the streams, but it's gonna be a three-parter. Um, so it's gonna be a big one, and I worked on it entirely on my own, and I wanted it that way because I don't know. It's kind of like a reminder of how it originally was. I'm sure a lot of the animators, right, like the ones who have teams right now, like feel about this is how they feel. Like they have a whole team working on their stuff, but sometimes they have the urge to kind of just have full control over everything. Um, and I wanted a taste of that, just a reminder of like, oh, remember your roots, Dom. This is where you came from. Um, so yeah, when did I stop last year? It was like February. I hate saying that month. Um, and I don't know if I mentioned this in sorry, I'm gonna put my leg up so just be comfy. I don't know if I mentioned it in that video, but um we were supposed to have, well, we did have the Scribble Showdown tour in Europe in 2022, and I almost left the group because I was just like mad depressed, man, super down. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I want to keep doing it. And after talking to a lot of people, especially Aaron, he convinced me to stay, and I'm like, yo, yeah, let's do it. And I'm gonna have fun and whatnot. I'm gonna do it for me. bro, okay, I can read comments. That bro did a Filipino post. Yeah, this is optimal seating pose for me, especially for like a short guy, because I have space on my chair, right, to plant my foot. This is optimal eating stance. um. Uh. So yeah, I decided to do Scribble Showdown in Europe. But that happened in late March. No. April. Yeah. So from February to April, I kind of just had a lot of free time, and I was definitely not gonna work on anything. I just potatoed around, played video games, watched a lot of videos, and this is when I started watching a lot of VTubers. Ooh, big surprise. I've known about VTubers for a while at that point. A lot of my friends are big Hololive fans, so like naturally, I've been exposed to that media. Um, and I was just kind of like on and off. I didn't really watch like streams and stuff. I just watched whatever clips they sent me. And then one day I just like came across um this one video, and sorry, one sec. Yeah, how do I turn on slow mode? I'm such a noob. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could turn. Is it because I'm on like the studio page of the stream? I'm sure we'll figure this out. Oh, cat's on the bed. She's cleaning herself. I guess for anyone who doesn't know like what a VTuber is, it's when you have a often 2D, but there's a lot of 3D models of a character that you can control via like face recognition software, and it'll mimic your motions, your emotions, and whatnot. So I started watching a lot of those videos and clips, and one well, I guess kind of two creators that I really got into is Pikami and Kason. I watched I watched this clip, probably the funniest clip I've seen in 2022, of them kind of like messing around with each other in Ark, the dinosaur game. And I don't know, it was just so funny. I just started watching like all their videos, and I became a big fan. I kind of just like went into a rabbit hole of like other YouTuber stuff. Um, but after watching a while, I was like, you know what? That was kind of fun. Let me make my own VTubers. So I started learning how to make it. Um, and like, I want to give a shout out to Temi and Kira Omori, if you guys know them. But they really helped me out with like how to learn the software and whatnot. It was a really fun process, and I'll show you guys like what I made, and it's actually what I plan on using in some future videos. Um, but I don't really know if I'd consider myself like a VTuber, you know. Um, so yeah, after watching Pika and Kason, I started playing a lot of Ark, and it's funny because during that time is when what's the other game? Lost Ark came out. You know that MMO game, and that was like the craze. Everyone was playing that, and whenever I talk to someone, be like, "Oh, Dom, what game are you playing?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm playing Ark." And they're like, "Yo, me too. What level are you?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I'm the dinosaur one." Sorry, I'm like sweaty. It's hot in my room. Also, I tend to sweat a lot during streams because I get really nervous. Um, Temmie from Undertale. Well, Temmie from Undertale is based on or created by Temmie, the human, Temmie Chan. Um, I know. I started playing a lot of Ark. I played for like hundreds of hours. It was really fun. But during that time, what was it? That's around like pretty much March, right? And if you guys didn't know, I actually, well, my family and I own a board game cafe here in Toronto or Mississauga, and unfortunately we had to shut it down during COVID. I think like 2019, right? Like it sucked. We were couldn't really be open, like for a business that focuses on like people coming in a space and touching like stuff and each other's hands. Like it's very interactive, a cafe. So we had to shut it down. Yeah, you like you like the forehead. Um, Sadly, yeah. But like we knew it wasn't for good. And then I think end of 2021 is when we started looking for properties again. And then March of 2022, we reopened to a new location. And it's still in Mississauga, and I think it's a better location actually. Funny enough, it was the first location that we really wanted, like for the original location, but we were offering a price and they kept rejecting it, and we're like, excuse me, and they were like, okay, fine, whatever, we'll just go with this other location that gave us a better deal. And then when we shut down the first location and we were looking at properties again, they were still in the market, and we were like, "Yo, what's up? You guys didn't still available?" Uh, so we made an even like better like a like we paid even less than what we originally offered like the very first time, and I think they were just like, "Yeah, screw it, it's yours." So yeah, if you guys are in Toronto, come visit. Just want to give a shout out to the cafe because, um, I like to promote it. It's a family run business, and we're doing pretty well actually. Okay, and then leading into um the tour. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this in the video, but I just want to like give a rough um synopsis of what's gonna happen in the video. I messed up because I didn't read my passport properly. So my passport was actually gonna expire. It was gonna expire after the tour, but apparently, like you can't if your passport's gonna expire soon, you still can't go. Like even if it's expiring after your trip, like it has to be valid for a certain amount of time, um, before your trip ends. So I was like, oh shoot, and that was a whole nightmare. That's why it's gonna be a 3-part video because it sucked. It sucked so much. Um, so that's pretty much up and yeah, that's all that I think that happened before the tour. I'm gonna show you guys my VTuber model. Um, I already have it opened. Okay, okay. I have to shift some stuff because my camera is like here, I think. Okay. Gonna be kind of hard to see the chat now. It's behind the camera. Okay. You ready for this jank reveal? You know, I don't know. Like I don't know if I really want to do some. Sorry. Some like big debut or something. I don't know. I suck at making a big deal about myself. Like when new things happen, I kind of just let it happen, and then people like, you know, experience it on their own. Like I don't know. I'm not like a really flashy person. So this is my model, and I've worked on this. Well, I made this in like 2 weeks. Okay, like nonstop. Okay, I worked on this like day and night. I was obsessed with this thing, and I might remake it actually. He's a pickle. Everybody, this does not even look like me. 1 second. So make sure this opens. Okay, that's tracking. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna try to like look. Where is my software? Oh, okay. I just have to. What's up? Okay, let me make him bigger, so I can give him a kiss. Wow. So this is him. Well, him is me. You know, he's just a dude. You know how some VTubers are like animals, spiritual beings, like majestic celestial dragons and stuff. My guy's just a dude. So I hope his tracking is a bit okay. Like his hair, you know, it's my hair. I don't know if I can match it right now. I'm like sweaty. Make him kiss. I don't know if I can. No, I don't wanna. They're looking. uh, not a furry. Could be, you know. I could have some toggles that make me a furry. This character was free, pretty much, because I made it. Actually, this software I paid for. I made him in Live 2D. I forgot how much Live 2D is, but it's not like super expensive. And learning took me like a week. Honestly, it's because my character is simple, right? So drawing took like a day. This is my character. I've drawn my character like so many times. Then rigging took like a week, and then lip syncing took another whole week because I really wanted it to match well with my lips. And the thing is, like the way I talk, I don't really what's the word, like enunciate my words, right? When I talk, I mumble a lot. I'm like, hello, my name is Domics. So it's kind of hard for the camera to detect some of those motions. So sometimes I have to really enunciate how I talk, and even then, it doesn't really detect it that well. But you know, it does its best. It definitely can do a bit, like do with a bit more tweaking. So I'm trying to make it match. Also, there's a lot of stuff in the way, so I'm not really like in the optimal distance from my camera. Matches really well. Do the brows mimic too? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I know a lot of models have toggles for like different emotions. Like when they're happy, it's like perma smiling and stuff, and then when they're sad, it's like whoa. But I try to just do it all in one go, so that when I frown, it can like tell. uh, yeah, so that's my model. I'm mostly gonna stick them into, those shots in my videos where, I kind of just talk to the camera. Yeah, like those parts, the parts that like sometimes take me the longest because I have to lip sync everything and then like add all the gestures. With this, like, I have my head bobs and whatnot, but like I think this will save me some time, and it adds a bit of charm to the video. So I like it, and I hope you like it too. Okay, say goodbye. Anyway, I worked on that, and then I had to go on tour for like almost 3 weeks. Went to Europe. Visited a lot of countries and cities. I'll talk about it a bit in the video, but it was fun overall. I got to bring Claire, so that was really fun. Honestly, like we spent some cities we didn't really get to experience because we weren't there for too long. So if you were to ask me which ones were my favorite, it'd be pretty biased because it'd be the ones that we had the most free time at. I really liked Amsterdam and Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh is lit, man. It's so old, but you could like feel the history when you walk around. He's gone. You guys just want him like lingering in the corner. Okay, one sec. Here, I'll just cover myself. Just go full VTuber. Here, he'll just be like down here. Just for people to, if they're not about this, they could just look at the bottom corner of the video. Oh yeah, okay. So with Scribble Showdown, I've mentioned this before, and some of you know, but we're doing an 18 plus adult version of Scribble Showdown, which is to say we're gonna be swearing more often. Like people think, like I know how the promotional poster looks, but I'm not saying it's gonna be all like dicks and titties like for the whole show, right? But I'm not gonna say that there aren't gonna be any. But like we're gonna make it tasteful, obviously, and it's an entirely new show. If any of you happen to have seen our past shows, it's gonna be different from that. Like the format may feel similar because it's Scribble Showdown, right? Like it has to be a showdown between the contestants, me, James, Ross, Jaden, and with Aaron, our host. But it's gonna be a new show, and hopefully you guys can make it. Whoever's in the area, it's gonna be in LA, Los Angeles, California, on this month, January the 28th. Yeah, so it's coming up. There's still tickets available, so really appreciate it if you guys could make it. I'm gonna put the link here just for like a little bit if you guys want to go. Tickets are here. Scribbleafterdark.com or scribbleshowdown.com. They both lead to the same website. Oh, I'm gonna take a drink. You guys should take a drink too. Ellie's getting hit with some. Yeah, I heard. You guys have like a hurricane or something. Like what's going on? You guys, you can't have earthquakes and hurricanes. You can't have. You can't just start collecting natural disasters. Scribble Showdown going to be streamed. Unfortunately, not. This is we're just doing one show for now, just to kind of gauge how people like it, and if it pops off, we'll bring it on tour. Doms became a VTuber. Okay, here's the thing. Like, I don't really know what defines like a VTuber, but if the essence of it is that you have a character that represents like like an avatar, Dude, I've been an avatar like my whole career. I've been have this character, you know. Granted, I show my face every now and then, but I don't think that's a rule to, be a VTuber. Flooding all over. What? Oh, hope you guys are okay. Dang. Yeah. Crazy. Here in Canada, it's pretty tame. It's like, it's chill. Like for winter, this is really chill. Becomes the avatar. Also, I've been pretending to drink this because it's too hot. I have very sensitive lips and tongue. So I don't know how people, when people get coffee at like whatever, Starbucks, Tim Hortons, whatever, they drink their coffee like right away. They're like, yeah, give me that. Blah, 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 blah. Like, how do you do that? I can't do that. And people are just like, oh, you're just weak. I've tried it. It like scorched my tongue and I couldn't taste for like 2 weeks. Cat's tongue? Is that what it's called? Or is it just called being a little bitch? Fake drinking. It's like I get the liquid like this close to my lips and I'm like, oh no, it's too hot. I'm like anticipating the pain. Like, oh, it's gonna burn me. Like right now it's still smoking. I should just put it in a regular mug. Like I put it in this so it's like retaining the heat. Mostly like the burnt taste. What, of your flesh? I like it. I like the smell of my tongue being burned. At this point, I'm just drinking the steam. I'm like, this is good enough for me. I really want to drink because I need to like wash this phlegm down. I want to drink. Please let me drink. Too hot. Drinking hot water because I'm sick. Not in the good way. I'm not like, I'm sick. I'm like ill. No, it's not any better. Speaking of someone mentioned the sober convos. I do plan on bringing those back, but with a new title. I wanted it to be more open ended, so we're not just talking about like deep thought topics. Probably more of like a podcast format. Can't you technically drink it if you keep drinking the steam? That true? I don't think I get like any of the nutrients. Why is it still hot? It's because, okay, I'm just gonna keep the I'm gonna get another cough drop. 1 sec. You guys want to see my cat? So my cat's favorite thing is cough drop, Ricola wrappers. So she's actually like at my foot right now. And here, let me move this so I don't spill it. We're gonna play fetch with my cat. My cat has taught herself how to play fetch. Right here. All right, all right. Let's see if we get to see her. Sometimes she comes back. Most times she doesn't. Uh-oh. She didn't come back. Oh, okay. What we're talking about? Scribble Showdown. Yeah. So we did the tour. Our last stop was Scotland, and we had a lot of free time. Right. I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. Why my summer kind of disappeared on me. So we had some free time. Started walking around with Aaron and some of the others. And we stopped by this like anime hobby shop. Oops. Sorry, my I'm gonna put him away, okay? Because I put the camera in front of the other camera. Now he's just like creepily smiling at me. So we stopped by this anime hobby shop, and I'm walking through the aisles, and my eye catches a bit of my childhood. I see this Digimon trading card game, like starter deck. I was like, oh, I didn't know Digimon had a TCG. And Aaron and James are like really into Magic, right? And well, Aaron a lot is into TCGs in general. So I was like, yeah, dude, it's a pretty new game. You wanna learn? I'm like, sure, why not? Like, yeah, I don't really play TCGs. The only TCGs I've played, it's probably Hearthstone. Even as a kid, Pokemon, only collected, didn't learn. Yu-Gi-Oh, only collected, didn't learn. Parents wouldn't buy it for me. I even collected the old Digimon cards. Never learned, just collected, made up rules for the game. Yeah, so he taught me the game. Actually, he sent me a photo of when he first taught it to me. And I think this is, hang on. I don't know if you guys can see. So he taught me how to play. And I instantly love the game. It's such a good game. It was easy to learn. Like, not too complicated. The art is pretty. And I started playing Digimon TCG, right? It came out in 2020, pretty new. If you guys don't know about it, I highly recommend it. Dude, like if you're in my area, I teach you. Like, I love teaching the game and introducing it to people. So I deep dove into Digimon TCG, right? I played a bunch, taught my friends here. They taught their friends, and then we still slowly like built this community. Well, Digimon's like, it's popping. It's popping here. Oh my god. Why? What? Sorry, my cat like jumped in her water fountain. But I think she's okay. Yeah. So I played a bunch of Digimon, and then I started entering some weekly tournaments, right? And I'm like, I'm not doing too horrible. Like, oh, doing okay. Still having fun. And then a regional happened. If you guys aren't from Toronto, you might know Anime North. That's like our biggest anime convention, and they held a regional tournament there. So I participated with some friends, and then I came in 15th place. And if you come in top 16, you get an invite to nationals. And I'm like, What the? Okay. Honestly, not gonna lie, I got pretty lucky. And like the deck I was playing wasn't. It was like a spicy deck. It's not like a popular deck at the time. Um, I would compare it closest to like the Exodia deck of Digimon. It's what they call an OTK deck. It's a one touch kill or one turn kill, right? And if anyone here is familiar with Digimon, I played Ancient Greymon. Some of you hear that would be like, ugh, Ancient Greymon, really dumb. Yeah, the deck kind of be brain dead sometimes, but I don't know. I pulled it off. Like the thing about I love about the deck is that sometimes games last 5 minutes. Okay, so like when you play in tournaments, you have pretty much an hour to play a best of 3 match. And sometimes my game would just last 10 minutes, right? It's like 5 minutes per game. I 2-0 them, and I just have like 50 minutes of free time. It's great, you know? I think that's the best way for me to like experience a tournament because, I don't know, the game is so draining sometimes when you play for so many hours. Based red player, yeah, let's go. Being cringy, yeah. No, dude, it's whatever, y'all got me to nationals, I guess. So Nats is gonna be held in LA in February next month. So I'll be there competing. So I'll play Arc. Reopen the cafe, passport, made a VTuber model, and then Europe. Played Digimon. But yeah, like the like 3 days after I got back from the tour, it was my sister's wedding. So big congrats to them. First to get married of the 3 siblings, and she's the youngest. That happened, and then I got hit with big major depression again. Right, so it's like June, I think, like early June. Sadly, my hedgehog passed away. Right, it really caught us off guard. Some of you probably don't even know I had a hedgehog, but I only had him for like a little over a year, and that shit broke me, man. Like I never really had a pet growing up, you know, so I never got to experience that loss early in life. I know it's kind of like a bit sheltered, like not even a hamster, right? I never even felt that sense of loss, and that shit fucked me up really bad. Like it's probably the hardest I've cried for anything, you know. Like it was like midnight. The thing is, like, hedgehogs are considered a exotic pet, right? So they're not, you can't just like go to the pet emergency vet like next door, like, because those are mostly for dogs and cats and stuff, right? So I had to like call around. I'm like, hello, like, do you take care of hedgehogs? Like, I'm sorry, we don't. Try this place. I'm like, hello, do you take care of hedgehogs? And he's like, yeah, bring him in. This was like maybe 2 weeks before he passed, right? I got him checked, and he's like, all right, like, you got a really well behaved hedgehog. I'm like, yeah, I fucking love that dude. And he just dropped some bad news, man. He was like, okay, so he might have a tumor, but we're not 100% sure, right? So just keep him on these meds for like 2 weeks and see what happens. So I'm like, fuck, that sucks. Like, that, he says, like, it's just something that happens with hedgehogs. They're just really prone to disease, you know, regardless of how well you take care of them. And so I put him on the medicine, try to take care of him, try to give him a lot of attention. And after a while, like, it worked. He started getting better. Like, the reason why we thought he wasn't well was because he stopped eating. You know, he wasn't pooping regularly. And after a while, you just start eating one day. Like I heard him crunching in the other room. I'm like, Claire, he's eating. I was so happy, right? And he started like walking on his wheel too. And I'm just so happy. But then like not 2 days later, he just I don't know, he just went. One morning I found him breathing very heavily, and I didn't know what was happening. It looked like he was choking on something, so I tried to pick him up and like kind of see if he'd like cough something up, but no. So I called the doctor again. Actually, no, this was like already like 10 at night. So when I called him, he's like, or when I texted him, he's like, sorry, like I'm unavailable right now. Your best option is this place, which is like another city, like an hour away. It was like 45 minutes, right? I was like, okay. I call that place and they're like, we can't, um, we can't like check on him or take him in until midnight. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going to go early anyway, right? Just in case. Because what am I going to do? Just wait and watch him? Like, he's in agony. Like, I could tell he's in pain. So I had to pick up Claire from work, and then we went straight from work. And just like, I don't know, the drive sucked. The roads were so bumpy, so I know it was uncomfortable for him. And then the exit to the highway that we usually take was closed, so I had to like take this long ass way to get there. It took even longer. And every second I'm just like, Claire, can you check on him? Like, is he still good? He's just like, yeah, he's good, he's good. And then we get to the vet. Bring him into the room, or we bring him in. I'm like, I know we're early, like, but can you guys do anything? He's like, we could like have him, like, we could give him some air and stuff, just to, I guess, stabilize him and whatnot. So he takes us to this room. I put down his carrier and I open it and he's not moving. Right? I'm like, I've never seen him like not move. I think with hedgehogs is they're never still. Like even if they're not moving, like their nose always just like they're always like smelling and vibrating, and there's always life and a little bit of movement to them. And that was like the first time I saw him still. And I knew right away. I was like, and the guy took him. He's like, "Okay, I'll be right back. I'll see if I can, do anything." He wasn't gone long. Came back. I'm sorry, but he's passed, and I just broke down, dude. I couldn't. Like I don't really find myself being that emotional. I think I'm a pretty rational person, but there was nothing rational about that moment. So yeah, it sucked. It broke me. We were there for a while. I just had to like be with him for a bit. And eventually, like I asked, like, do you offer, cremation services and whatnot? Actually, they also offered a post-mortem analysis to see like what exactly went wrong. But he is like, yeah, it's gonna be like hundreds of dollars, and I'm like, I don't want to know, because I'm like, if I find out and I confirm suspicions that it's like my fault, then that'll like crush me even more, right? So I'm like, just cremate him, But I asked to get his ashes back, so he's home. He's downstairs in an urn. Give him a little pat every now and then. But yeah, that sucked. And then not a month later, I guess it was a month, maybe a month and a half or later, another another loss happened, right? This came out of nowhere. One of my friends passed unexpectedly, and he was how long have I known him? I've known him for probably like 6 years at this point, and he was the founder of a merch company that's really popping. I hope it's not insensitive to bring this up now, but if you guys know the brand BB Sama, they make fucking amazing merch, right? And sadly, Wesley has passed, and you know that was a tough thing to attend the funeral too. Cause I literally saw that dude like at my because he was stuck in Asia for a while, because he was there during when COVID like exploded, and he was tending to his factory. Uh, so I haven't seen him for like 2 years, and then early 2022, he just pops up at my new cafe location. I was like, "Yo, what up, Dom?" I'm like, "Oh shoot, you're back finally." So we hung out. Like I literally talked to him, and then 2 months later, I'm like, that shit happened. So that sucked. But I don't want this whole stream to be very depressing. That's just like how it was, right? Like beginning of my break, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm just chilling. Maybe I'm getting a little better. Oh yeah, Scribble showdown, some highs and lows, and then like summer just fucking sucked. And then I during that time I just kept playing Digimon. I wasn't like doing a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong, like I really love Digimon. Like I met a lot of new friends through that game. Um, but I was going down like a dark hole. It was just like wake up, play some Digimon, go to sleep, wake up, look at what decks to build, go to sleep. Like it was just obsessive. And after a while, I slowed down a bit. I was like, you know what? I kind of miss making stuff, creating stuff for people. So I started working on my videos again. So that led into autumn, I guess. September, pretty much more Digimon. There was another regional. I didn't do well. I got 69th place. Let's go. What else? October, I went to Vegas for a short trip. My cousin was getting married. Big congrats to them. In 2022, like everyone got married. I swear. I think everyone. This was the year to catch up. Everyone just like, it's like this is the year. We couldn't get married 2020. 2021 kind of sucked too. 2022, that's our year. Yeah. So went to Vegas for a short while. Came back, and then I started playing a bunch of Minecraft. Right. So I have this thing with my friends where we play like our yearly Minecraft run, right? We do this a lot. We do this with a lot of survival games too. So we play Minecraft, and then near the end of it, it was pretty much like this is how a lot of my Minecraft runs go with my friends. We play nonstop for like a week. Some people stop playing. Maybe there's like 3 of us left the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then near the end, it's just me playing, right? And I'm like, oh man, okay, I guess this run is over. And as soon as that happened, Ross posts his server that he's been working on. Some of you guys might know Bounce SMP. And I'm like, whoa, there's gonna be a lot of creators here, right? This looks like a lot of fun. I'm like, I just played so much Minecraft. I'm like, do I really wanna play some more Minecraft? And I don't really know too many of the creators. I knew some of them, I guess, and I already knew I wouldn't really interact and mingle that much because I'm a pretty introverted person. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Let's do it. Let's join, right? I knew maybe like 2 people, but I had a lot of fun. That server kind of helped me open back up because I was like, I've been really like shut in lately. You know, I need to kind of work on my social skills again and like talk to people. Um, so yeah, I want to give a shout out to Virus. He really helped me, you know, get comfortable on the server. Met a lot of other cool people. Guess I'll give a shout out to him, Volpixie, Kayoya, Shen, Siren, and Simply. If you guys are here, you know, thank you for making Minecraft fun to hang out with. Um, so yeah, met a lot of other people there too. There's a lot of VTubers. Like maybe 80% of the server is VTubers. So it was really fun, like interacting with them and yeah, just meeting people. It felt cool to, you know, like network again. Like not even in with the mindset of, you know, working together. It was just like, I guess it's not really networking. I don't know. I was just making friends, you know. It's been a while since I've networked, you know. Shen, yes. Shen Pai. Yeah, Shen's really sweet. I think the first time Shen and I talked, I was in my house in Minecraft, and in the server there's proximity chat. So if anyone's nearby you within like 50 blocks, like you could hear him talk. I'm like in my house building stuff, and you just hear, "Hello, is anyone home?" Like from outside. And I walk outside. It's Shen. He's like, "Hello, are you interested in a giant lizard?" I'm like, "What?" And she plops down this like lizard mount from her pocket. And I'm like, "Holy shit, what?" And she's like, "Yeah, you wanna?" I'm like, what's the catch? You know, she sounded like a salesman. And I was like, "Do you want anything?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, I have this mount," and I pull out like this other mount, and I'm like, "You could have it." And so we traded, and then we became friends. That was neat. A lot of other stuff happened on the server. I streamed some of it on Twitch. Um, you guys, I don't really stream that much on Twitch, but if you want to come watch whenever I do, it's just twitch.tv/Domics with a 0, because I can't get regular Domics because they won't let me. No, I don't know who to talk to. You know, I just want Domics with an O, but Domics with a 0 is the only one I can take. Odomics isn't even active, and I don't know. So that's Minecraft. And then at some point in October, I also watched the Trash Taste guys. They were on tour, and they had one stop in Canada. So I watched their show in Toronto, and it's really cool to see them again. Really funny, really like they know how to work a crowd. You know, they're very talented and have a lot of energy. Like I haven't seen a lot of them in so long. The first time I met Connor was at a Crunchyroll Awards show in like right before COVID started. Anyway, he was fun to talk to then. It was fun catching up to Joey. I've actually known Joey for like, I don't even know when we first started talking, but like I've known him for a long time, and we talk here and there. And Garnt I've also met at another con years ago, on another Crunchyroll con. Really a lot of animated stuff, anime related stuff, which makes sense because they're anime flesh tubers. Sorry, I was about to call them VTubers, but they're what they call flesh tubers. What else? I mean, that kind of leads near the end of the year. I started learning the Bali song, the butterfly knife. Haven't really learned a lot of new tricks lately, but I don't know. I don't know if I, I don't know if I should do anything. I think I have to stand up for this. One sec. I just don't want to hit anything. Shit. I wonder if I can. There's like one long trick I could do. It's like I call it the budget Valorant the Valorant move. Oh. Okay, so it starts open. Shit. Yeah. That's what I like to do. I mostly just have this when I'm like watching shows or anime because I like to fiddle with stuff. And there's like this infinite combo you could do. Um, you do like what's called the index rollover, where you like spin it around your index finger, catch it like this, and then you throw it around your thumb, catch it like this, and then you throw it around your index again, and it's like a cool infinite combo that you don't really have to pay attention to. I could do it without looking. No flex. How is it still hot? It's still steaming. Um, I'm still rock climbing. Throughout the whole year, I was still rock climbing, but I messed up. Um, Last month I had a pretty bad fall. Oh my god, I messed up my left ankle. So at this one part of my climbing gym, um, there's like a big overhang area, right? It's like there's like the mat, and there's like a big overhang area, and one of the ends of the climb makes you finish like at the overhang where there's no feet, right? You have to pretty much cut your feet. Well, if you're tall and long enough, you could like, you know, cling on to a hold, but I'm not tall. So I had to cut my feet, and I did not cut properly, and I like swung out, and my hand slipped, and then I fell pretty much sideways. Like, you know, the Family Guy like fall pose, that's how I landed. But I had to make a last second decision because the way I was falling sideways, right? And my hand naturally, like when you fall and trip, your first instinct is to like catch yourself, right, with your hand or arm. So my hand was sticking out, and I was like, I'm not falling on my hand. That's like my career, right? This is how I make money. I'm not hurting this. So I pulled my arm in, and so like I kind of like shoulder checked the mat, but also my foot landed sideways for some reason. So I had the worst like ankle roll of my left foot, and it bruised up really badly. Like, I don't know if it's inappropriate to show feet pictures. uh Nah, you don't want to see it. Yeah, my foot like expanded double its volume, and it sucked. I couldn't walk for a bit. Even now, I've recovered enough where I could walk without a limp, but I'm stuck at this. I'm stuck at like 95%. You know, like I can't just fully heal. There's still specific angles that my ankle can't like do. You know, and it still hurts. Cover your ankles. Yeah, it's really bad. I Everyone thought like I messed up my hands because when I landed, I like rolled on my back, right? And I was like I was clenching my fist. I was like, ah. They're like, oh man, you messed up his like wrist and stuff. I was like, No, that was just me like clenching really hard because my foot was messed up. I couldn't feel it. It was that bad. So I rolled off the mat, sat me down, got me some ice, um, and then I took a sip of water, and then I almost passed out for some reason. I think maybe the adrenaline was fading, and I just started feeling all the pain. And Claire told me, she said, "What are your lips look pale?" I'm like, "Huh?" And then I just like feel myself like, oh, my hearing started disappearing. You know, the vignette started closing in. I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna lie down." And then yeah, I lied down, and then they just started piling jackets on top of me to keep me warm. And yeah, I didn't pass out, but like I knew I was about to because I've had that feeling before. You guys know when you take really hot showers for too long and you start passing out in the shower? No, just me. Okay. Yeah, so that happened, and I couldn't climb for like a couple of weeks. I can now, but I still can't jump off and like land because that'll still mess me up. Yeah. So that was in December. I physically lost. Yeah. Um, and then I got my ears pierced on a whim. I've actually wanted to do it for a while now, for like years actually. But then while we were climbing and I was injured, I was just talking to my friends. He was like, you know, I kind of want to pierce my ears. I'm like, you want to do it tonight? So he just looked up like the nearest place. Why'd I put the lid back on? Yeah, so we went to the nearest place. We were expecting it to be pretty cheap, right? Because Claire's does it for like, I don't know, pretty cheap. But it ended up being pretty expensive. The thing is, they offered a was it a 2-for-1 deal. So they're like, yeah, 2 piercings cost the same as the price of 1. And naturally, one of us are like, what if we just want 1 ear pierce? They're like, still costs the price of 2. I'm like, okay. And Claire wanted to re-pierce her ears too, because one of her ears closed. But she's like, nah, I'm not gonna pay for this. It's too expensive. So I did it with one of my other friends, and so we did it together, and now my ears pierced. This one. Okay, so she kind of like, I don't know if she messed up. Excuse me. Yo, Orion, what's up? My Italian voice. Yo, shout out to Orion. If you guys don't know, they're the reason why I have a pretty big Italian community, like audience, because they dub my videos and they do an amazing job. Thank you for spreading my work to my Italian brethren. Yeah, so when she pierced my ear, right one, like clean, you know, it just went through. It's like she just threw a dart and it just slipped right through, like full lube, whatever. And then this one, I don't know, it just like hurt so much. She pierced it, it felt like there was something in the way, but she just went right on through. And I was like clenching through during the whole time. And then yeah, it really hurt. And it started bleeding a lot. And it's taking longer to heal than the other one. The other one's already healed. That's why I'm already able to put like another one. I don't know if you can see. You see? I can't see. Yeah. Clenching makes it worse. I mean, I was breathing at least, but I was just like, ha, ha, is it over? Yeah, I don't know why it didn't go so well, and it like it would bleed more. I even tried not to sleep on it, like, but it would still bleed more. It's the one that I had to clean more. Also the hole feels like it's smaller. Like I tried to put a different earring in, and I just couldn't. Like I couldn't find the exit hole. I was like, okay, just put the old one back in. There's cartilage in the lobes still? Maybe. I don't know. And I guess that's the year. And then New Year happened, and now we're here. You know? So I guess we've done a loop. I'm gonna move the chat here so I could actually read it better. Yeah. Any questions? Not that I did the lecture or anything, but you know, I guess I could interact with chat now. Excuse me. What's the next animation? February, because I'm still finishing up the first part, and then Scribble is in like the end of the month, so I'm gonna be doing that still. So I'm gonna say the first one's gonna come out at least in February, and then coming into March, I want to start the podcasts with Jom and Crush. So be ready to hear some more stupid conversations. The reason why I want to do more of repeat what? Yes, I like dinosaurs. That's why I played Ark. Podcast. Yeah. We still need a name though. I don't know why name is so hard to decide on. We have like maybe 4 names, but I just want to make sure like no one has the name yet. You know. Any 2023 plans? Well, Scribble is happening. I want to travel. Definitely want to travel. More hypotheticals. Yeah, like it'll be the hypotheticals will happen within like the context of the podcast. I didn't really want to just name them hypotheticals because that's not going to be like the only focus, you know. Sometimes we want to just talk about like cats or something, you know, or like what we ate that morning. Maybe it'll lead to a hypothetical. You don't know. Anything for Lunar New Year? I don't really celebrate it because I'm Filipino. Yeah, Filipinos probably like want to. I guess is it just a lot of the Pacific Islanders that don't celebrate Lunar New Year? It's yeah, I didn't really want to continue calling it sober convos. I don't know. Gonna change character design with earring. I guess I could, right? You know, as a kid, like, hang on, I'll bring him back now. You know, as a kid, like, whenever I draw characters, I often like drew them with earrings. I was like, now I could draw myself with earrings, I guess. Here, he's back. Happy. Is the water still hot? Yeah, it's I don't know if I can see it, but I don't think the camera can pick it up, but it's still steaming. If you could make up your own holiday, what would it be called and how would it be celebrated? No, I'm just gonna think of dumb shit, man. It's gonna be a holiday where everyone goes to their nearest supermarket and puts away all the carts. properly in the cart stalls. That's it. That's the whole holiday. Even the ones that you see that are like a mile away from the Walmart, like how did this Walmart cart get here in this Home Depot parking lot? Dude, it's a thermos, dude. I know. It's so like I took the lid off too. Upload schedule? Nah. I mean, like for the podcast, they'll be more scheduled, I believe. But I just want to test it out slowly before we can get to a regular schedule. What's my favorite dino? I'm just thinking like what I like in the game. I like the Therizinosaur. I'm gonna go with that. Freaking Wolverine looking ass. You saw Mochi? Yeah, Mochi's still good. Dude, that dude's living to like 100, man. Like, I don't know what it is about Mochi, but he's indestructible. You have two Domics talking. Yeah. Time is in Canada. It is 8 p.m. here. I guess I didn't really take that long to talk. I thought I'd be talking for like way longer. So I guess we have a lot of time to chat. But that's pretty much it for like, what I've been up to this past year. If that's what you guys wanted to know, then that's really all there is mostly for this stream. Yeah. Pretty much, I'm just here to say I'm coming back. I'm not back yet, but I'm on my way. Any tips for recording voiceovers? Oh, like for your voice or the environment or like the quality of your audio? Because there's a lot of stuff. One is like, don't record in a big room. So you're going to get all the echoes. If you do, just make sure you have good absorbing things around you. Absorbing things. Like if you don't have like acoustic panels, just like hang up some blankets to absorb the sound. In terms of actually like voice recording, I just over gesture a lot of stuff when I record and like over enunciate certain things and like exaggerate my face too for the voice. Because for the new Scribble show, we had to record some new lines and I had to play I don't know if I can spoil it. I had to play a female character. And I had to I don't know, I did all the gestures to be feminine. Watch Ranking of Kings. Yes. That's actually like the one anime when we were on tour, a lot of the time the audience would be like, "What's your favorite anime?" Or like, "What's an anime you'd recommend?" And I'd be like, Ranking of Kings. Like kind of underrated, but it's probably my favorite anime in that season of anime during that time. I almost like the anime so much I want to make like one of those video essays on it. I really like it. Really vouch for it. And the opening slaps. Plan on streaming Arc? No. I already played like 600 hours of it. I'm good. I might play it again because there's like 8 different maps. I only played Ragnarok. Have I seen Breaking Bad? Yeah, good show. Well, here's female. I probably can't really right now because my voice or my throat, and it would just sound like a nasally like woman. One Piece movie, Red. Yes, movie was really good, entertaining. Regrettably, I did doze off for like 5 minutes in one of the parts. You guys probably might know what part it is. But the music was bomb. New Genesis, I listened on repeat for like a month straight. Am I ever gonna dye my hair again? Entirely? No. because that's too much maintenance. I did like when I died like one sideburn. I don't know. I kind of like that. I might do it again. Beat Saber, yes, I really like that game. I was looking forward to that game so much before it came out. When I saw the preview for the game, I was just like, I'm gonna get a VR set just to play this game. And I was playing a bunch of games that played like it, like up to its release. Yeah, it's probably my favorite VR game. I think they follow me too on Twitter. How is Nala doing? She's doing good. She lives with my family though, so I don't see her that often. But I'm glad she still remembers me whenever I visit. Dogs don't forget. Favorite Digimon season? Like in the show or the TCG? Because I don't really watch the show, unfortunately. How your weight? What does that mean? How's my weight? Like, you're asking if their family is good? Oddly enough, I lost a lot of weight while I was sick because I didn't really have an appetite. I couldn't really eat much, but like soup and a bunch of tea. So yeah, I lost some weight. But I'm trying to work out some more. Uh, Maybe this is the year I get the hot girl body, hot girl summer body. But who knows? I just want to get healthier too, and also I want to be a little lighter so that I can climb better. Because there are a lot of like, there's only so much you could do. No offense, like when you have like a muffin top. Like for me, there's certain motions I can't do because I'm like folding into myself and I can't reach. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to lose some of this. Not to shame anyone else. I'm just shaming my own weight. Sekiro 2? Oh, I'm so down. I love Sekiro. I love Sekiro so much that I got it for my friends so we could race. That's what we did last year. I was like, I don't know what to get everyone for Christmas. I'm just going to get everyone Sekiro. And then we're going to play it. We're going to see who can beat it first. Guess who won? Round is a shape. Yeah, you're right. Spy X Family, yes. I watched a lot of anime this recent season. I was watching Spy X Family, Mob Psycho, which is finally done. Blue Lock, Bochi the Rock. What else? Chainsaw Man, and One Piece here and there. Haven't really caught up. And then recently, I started To Your Eternity, and that show is a banger. Pretty good so far. Any K drama? No, but I am watching Singles Inferno. The show is really entertaining when you're watching with other people. I don't think I could watch it by myself, but I watched it with Claire, and it's I don't know, it's fun. Am I still playing Pokemon Go? No, unfortunately not. Yeah, Bochu was unexpectedly really good. Like humor was there, animation for some reason popped off. Like for some parts just didn't need to be animated that well, but they're just like, screw it, man. Well, yeah, let's throw all the budget in. If you're not into Pokemon, how did you feel about Ash leaving the anime? Um, didn't really hit me that hard, I guess. What up, Ginger Pale? Um, yeah, I don't know. Like he's done his time, man. Kid needs to go past the age of 10. You know, it's his time to grow up. Claire is good. She is one of the managers at the cafe. So she's holding up the fort. I also want to start um some spicy cafe stories. Whenever I pick up Claire from work, pretty much 50% of the time, she's like, I gotta tell you some shit that went on today. I'm like, all right, let's go. So that would be some fun content. She, man, like, there's one I want to talk about, but she'd probably do it more justice. But it sucks so much, man. She, so Claire has her own, art stuff, right? Her own art merch that she sells. If you guys check out Clur's Studio, CLURR, Clur's Studio on Instagram, she sells some of her art and charms and stickers and whatnot. So she sells some of that at the cafe, right? She has this little cute stall by the cashier, where she displays her merch that she sells. And some bitch stole one right in front of her. like she caught her with her eyes, and then the thing is, like, some of her stuff is in like little wrappers, right? So this woman like reaches for it, and Claire hears the audible, the crunching of like her putting it in her pocket, and then she's like, hi, would you like to pay for that? And then so picture yourself, guys, like you're at a store, right? And someone just accused you of stealing. What is the appropriate answer there? You know, if someone was like, hey, you're gonna pay for that, I'd be just like, what? Huh? You know, or like, excuse me? Because I'm like, I don't know what you just, like, are you, you know? What she said was, I didn't steal anything. What? Why is that? This woman would not last in mafia, guaranteed. And if someone says, like, you know, like did you take that thing? Your first instinct would be like to take your hands out of your pocket, open your hands, and like turn your pocket inside out, you know, just to show that you're innocent, or like go through the necessary actions to be like, I didn't do anything. You got nothing to worry about. I didn't do no thieving. She was just like, I didn't steal anything. Okay. And so Claire like pressed her a little bit. It's like, I definitely had like 3 of those charms on the thing. And then she's like, nope, you had 2. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I don't know you, but you somehow know my inventory better than I do. So my bad. But yeah, that'll be a whole story. I want that story to be told. It's so stupid. So stupid. Yeah, Nat 1 deception. Honestly, she had no finesse. Retail's version. Yes, honestly. I tell Claire, I'm like, we should just like write these down. Some of these are gold. Another time, a group of teenage boys fucking squat up, walk in, and start demanding to play the PS5, and we're like, sorry, we're a board game cafe. And they're like, I don't want to play with no paper. Where's the PS5? We want to play FIFA and some shit. Like, what? We don't have it. Go away. Retails. Well, I haven't worked in retail, so it'll have to be Claire's story. No, I never figured out slow mode, but it's slow enough now. We got all the bots and the spammers gone, so excuse me. Still hot. Yeah, do you guys think it's mean to make content out of your customers? Is that unethical? Like, I feel like the people who aren't who are like really rude and making all these problems aren't even like fans of me, right? So I don't think I'd feel bad. Nope, nope, nope. All right. Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Most of the time, I think 98% of the time, our customers, very sweet people, very nice, very understanding. They know when we're closing, so they pack up. But whenever Claire tells me the stories, I'm just like, oh my gosh. It is cool to make this content as long as it is not confidential information. Yeah, we're not. I don't even know like their names or where they live. I don't even have a visual memory of them because it's like it's mostly Claire's experience. Ow. Oh, I also started like trying to play some volleyball over the past couple months. Been kind of hard because booking and finding 11 other people to play with is kind of troublesome. And I know, like, how are you playing volleyball, Dom? Aren't you like 3-7 or some shit? But I don't spike. I don't play like front, obviously, or I don't block shit. I just like hitting the ball, like digging and whatnot. I like serving. But this one week that we played, I don't know. I just kept receiving it wrong, and it like messed up my forearm right here. If it's in the public place, then it's okay to use. And there was this also there was this other time, a bunch of kids who I felt like were just dumped into our cafe by their parents, and then they tried to. First of all, they reached over the counter where we have like our sodas and stuff, like our cans of sodas. One of them reached over, just opened a drink, started drinking. Naturally, our workers like, plan to pay for that? They're like, oh yeah, give me a sec. This little shit walks over to our shelf of board games, opens, takes out one of the board games, opens it, shuffles through some stuff inside, takes some of the paper that's inside, walks back to the counter, drops Monopoly money, and he's like, will this cover it? I'm like, this motherfucker. I wasn't there either. I wish I was like there for when these things happen. And I just want to pretend like I'm another customer and just like beat the shit out of these people. And we caught it on camera too. No, I'm just like, these are the things I hear when I pick up Claire from work. I'm like, damn, that happened. Maybe I should just like hang out at the cafe and just wait for stuff to happen. What I really want to do is because a lot of the time people try to stay past close, right? We close at 10 o'clock on weekdays. And there's always those groups. they're almost on their last game, last round, and they're like, yeah, we just need like, a few more minutes to finish this game. It's like, we're gonna wrap it up. But Claire's like, yo, guys, come on, man. Like, this is not gonna change your life if you don't get closure from this game. So it gets Claire grumpy. Naturally, it would make anyone grumpy, right? You're not respecting like our hours of operation. One time, I just wanna, when it's like closing time, I wanna walk in, pretend to be another customer, and just yell out like, table for one, please. And I want Claire to just pop off on me and be like, no, sir, we're closed. Please respect our time. Just like scold me. And then I just start crying and like walk out the door or something. And hopefully that'll send him a message. Practice not laughing. Yeah. Or we want to do this thing where we like turn off all the lights and then turn it back on. But while it's dark, we have like a bunch of us dressed as hooded cultists that just like surround the table. And then, there'll be like some red LEDs that turn on too, and we just start chanting shit. Just start chanting, just start summoning some demons. Might do stuff. Customer pranks. I feel like if you're a shop and you've closed and there's still people there, I think you're allowed to do pranks on them. Right? Is that thing? Unwritten law? You can do pranks on customers, right? Or just like turn lights off, turn lights on, and there's like a fake dead body. Harmless, Harmless. It's family owned, probably. Yeah. So I tell Claire, like, I try to give her the permission. I'm like, if a customer like really pisses you off and you're like 100% in the right, just tell them off. I'm like, if they're that problematic, they probably aren't coming back already anyway, right? Because we have recurring customers and they're always like the nicest people. So if they're not coming back anyway, just fucking tell them off. I don't care. Like, you're not gonna get fired. Maybe I should just try like chilling at the cafe one day. Just like hang out in the back, hidden. And if something comes up and they're like, can I speak to your manager? I'm gonna come out. And I'm just gonna be like, what did she tell you? She's like, did she tell me this? And I'm like, that's what I would say. Have a good day. Or just like tell her off. Or in front of her, I'll give Claire the go. I'm like, do you wanna tell her off? Go ahead. Spring Halloween skeleton restaurant and just yeah, we gotta have things ready to drop like from the ceiling. Be that kid who brings his homework to work. What? I don't have homework. I'm an adult. Speak to these hands. Exactly. Animate in the cafe. Yeah, maybe. Or I should just live stream. And when a problematic customer appears, I just point the camera at them. Like, hey guys, look, I don't have to animate it. It's happening right now. You never stop learning. Yeah, but you can stop having homework. Ah. As a manager, just let the employee tell the customer off. Yeah, there's just like some rude customers, man. I don't know what it is. They just I don't know. She told me of one literally I think yesterday or something. They were like um I think they were almost closing. And one kid walks in. Call him a kid, but Claire says he was like maybe early 20s. I can call him a kid, all right? I'm in my 30s. So he walks in. And in our cafe was originally a sports bar. So we have this bar area, right? Kid walks in, sits on the bar, at the bar, and he's like, you guys have what is it? I don't know. Some alcohol. He's like, you guys have whiskey? We're like, oh, sorry, we don't serve that. And then he's like, oh, okay. How about rum? Like, we don't serve alcohol, sir. Like, okay. You guys hiring? We're like, no, we're not looking for any staff. We're good, sir. He's like, oh, all right. Can I speak to your manager or something? They're just like, where's this guy coming from? Like, what's he asking? He's like, and he's asking for like a piece of paper to like leave his information or something. He's like, we're not. First of all, you've proven that you can't understand specific instructions because she said we don't serve liquor. We don't have what you want, sir. And second, we told him we're not hiring, so there's already like a discrepancy here, you know, and a lack of understanding. And then he just like walks away. No, it wasn't a prank. There was no cameras. But again, I wasn't there, so I'm gonna assume weren't any. We serve the finest of the finest. We serve Monopoly. Just kidding. It always bothers Claire when people walk in and they're like, "Hey, do you have Connect 4?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I get it. We're a board game cafe, and there's so many better board games to like play and explore, but we still have to have, you know, the common games like Sorry, Game of Life, Scrabble, and all that for the normies who haven't explored past those games, right? But whenever someone's like, "Yo, come all the way here, play Monopoly," Claire's like, there's so many better games. Excuse me. Manka. I think we actually do. We probably do have that. Or no, we definitely do have that. If you have DDR in your cafe, would you love seeing people get down to it? I kind of wanted to, but I don't think it'd be good for a cafe environment because it can get pretty noisy. And the cafe already gets noisy enough with other people like screaming at other tables. Sometimes we get complaints because we have this private room where we seat like people if the main area gets full, and that room has really horrible acoustics. And some people have like walked out and been like, we can't be in there. It's too loud, too noisy because like the other tables are playing their deception games and they're so loud and stuff. I was like, where's my cat? She's sleeping. One sec. I don't know if you could see her. Cat cam. Oh, Bunny. Mochi's downstairs. He has his own fortress because I had to build him an enclosure that kept him safe from Nico, my cat. But before we got Nico, Mochi was pretty much in an open space. He had walls, but not really because he doesn't like walking on hardwood, so he kind of just stays in his island of carpet. But since we got Nico, she would always bother him, so I had to build him a whole house. Yeah. How you got this time needed to relax and looking forward to your future? Thank you. I look forward to it too. Like, I don't know, just hitting upload, putting stuff out there. I remember that feeling, and it feels really good. So I cannot wait to get back to it. Am I very happy with my life? Very happy. Overall, yeah, I'd say I'm happy. There's always room for improvement. So, like, if you give me a lot of time to think about it, I'm sure not everything's going perfectly. But overall, yeah, I'd say, good relationships, relatively good health, trying to maintain a good mindset, and yeah. Am I a Vtuber? I forgot he was here. All right, so even though my camera's there, I guess I could still talk to you guys because that's why I made this character. Sending love from Ireland. Yo, what up, Ireland? I miss Ireland. That was one of the other places we also got like an extra day. Actually, Claire and I got an extra day in Ireland during the Scribble tour because we had some passport troubles. So we got to stay an extra day. And our audience there recommended us to get this Chinese cuisine called what was it called? It was called a spice bag, right? Can you confirm? What was that? Who was from Ireland? Mia. I don't know if it's in Ireland, but it was in Dublin. And spice bag? That was bomb. Spice bag was good. Sending good vibes from Mexico City. Yo, what up, Mexico? I've never been. Maybe someday. I went to the first Scribble showdown you guys did, and I think that was my peak, and I'll never do anything better in my life. No. No, you gotta watch Scribble Showdown 2. Sinigang or chicken adobo? Adobo. I mean, they're both good, but I love my adobo. What program is used for the little cartoon Dom? So I'm using VTube Studio. But I made it in live 2D. I like him. He's like, he's sorry. He's 2D, but I try to give him enough parallax that it can appear 3D. That's the thing with 2D models. Like, you have to cheat a lot. Like, it's not gonna perfectly warp and parallax because I don't know. Half the time I kind of made it up and winged it. But this is the best I could do. Excuse me. I gonna make more Valorant content? I don't know. I thought it was 3D. Oh, then I did my job correctly. It's 3D as hell. It is not even 2.5D. It's all 2D. All 2D, parallax only. You can even see it like in my body. My body's not really rigged that correctly, or like there's not much parallax to it. It's mostly my head. Thought it was 3D. Oh, sick. Maybe it's the frame rate that makes it look 3D. When I was making it, it kind of reminds me of like Wind Waker graphics. What hobbies am I into right now? Um, not much really. Um, Mostly climbing. I actually haven't played Digimon in a while. Um, haven't really been playing. Oh, I got back into Monster Hunter. I've been playing a lot of Sunbreak again. I love Monster Hunter, man. Yeah, cell shading, but it's not even cell shaded. It's just there is like no shading on this character. It's just the shadow under like my bangs, you see. Uh I guess that kind of sells it too, right? You think there's like shadow, but really that's just like a mask layer of darker skin color that I also parallax as my head moves. Yeah. I kind of like the flatness of it, you know. Um One, because that gives me a good excuse to be lazy cuz I don't really have much shading. But I don't know. I guess there's charm to it, maybe. I hope. You have a main weapon, charge blade and longsword. I used when I actually my first game was World. When I first played World, I started with dual blades and then switched to hammer, and then I learned charge blade and longsword. Ooh, okay. We're like nearing 2 hours, and I think this is like a healthy amount, right? I don't know what else we would do. Also, I realized I was covering the URL. Uh, my cat still. Oh, sorry. Well, ah, look at her. Look at that dumb cat. I call her dumb, but she know I love her. Is the cat real? No, I also modeled it in live 2D. Yeah, this is a real cat. Put a nose on my model. No, I didn't. Dude, when have I drawn a nose on my characters? Anyway, I'm probably gonna wrap up soon. I don't want to drag this on too long. I think I've like interacted enough, said what I wanted to say, not reveal too much of what I'm working on. So yeah, I forgot my nose, my nose. Uh, Nico is 1.5. Yeah. Right? Yeah. She's turning 2 this year. Her birthday is she is a Star Wars cat. She was born on May the 4th. Yeah, yeah. Your mom pinched your nose so much it disappeared. Pinched it inwards into my skull. Okay, I'm gonna reset this back. Oh god. Do I still dance? No, not really. But I'll jam to stuff. You know, sometimes I hear a song and I'm just like, I'm gonna dance to this in private. But you know, if I go to a party, which I don't, I can throw down. Excuse me. What the cat doing? Have you ever looked at somebody and thought, boy, you are a lobster? What? Is there a flashlight in the background? No? I don't know what you're talking about. Here? Water temp is actually good now. Only took 2 hours. Crazy. Am I back on YouTube? No, I'm on my way. I am on moi. I don't know. I considered, like, I don't know if I would do the podcast live. I was talking about this with the guys, and I was like, I don't know if a live show would be a good idea. Like with pre-recorded stuff, you know, we'd have more control over the content because there could be some like really boring parts. And you know, if we need to censor some stuff, then we could. Maybe once in a while. Could you show the water bottle? Yes, it's my smash bottle. Have I played Scarlet Violet? No. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just like not that hype about Pokemon, I guess. Even though I heard like really good stuff. I'm not saying like, you know, it's not a good game. I'm just like wasn't excited. Am I good? No. Definitely gonna rest some more after this. Like yesterday, I was hoping I'd be good. I originally wanted to do this yesterday. But that was before I got sick. And then on Sunday I was like, I think it might be a good idea to push it one more day. So today, like I still sound a bit sick. You know, I'm still coughing, but you know, I think I was good enough to talk. Like I'm impressed. I actually haven't, you know, had a coughing attack. Would I ever remake stories? Dude, I don't know. Like remake stories? Like you mean like the breakup stories and stuff? Maybe. I don't know. Or I could just like react to them and be like kind of like, I don't know, say some stuff differently, because I definitely wouldn't make it the same way I would now, like than I did back then, because I'm a little older, you know. So some parts of me like don't feel the same way. I'm just not as petty as I was. But because I was petty during those times. It's because when I said those stories, I was saying it as if like they just happened. Um, so a lot of pettiness came out of it, and I don't think it would be appropriate to say it the same way now as an adult. As an adult, where when you look back, you're like, wow, those relationships were really immature. You don't need more breakup videos. Or how about I just get like other people's breakup stories, you know? Growing Up Asian Part 2. Yeah. Ow. Yes, there are gonna be new videos. So if sorry for anyone like coming in late, yeah. This stream is to say that I'm on my way back and that I'll be making videos again. It's gonna be a mix of stuff. It won't just be story time. Because honestly, I think excuse me, story time like when I say like the traditional story time, I mean like when you look back in the era of like 2016, 2017, that was like the big boom of storytime animators, right? And I think that format of video is really difficult to do on a regular basis. So I think I'm gonna step away from it every now and then. Like there'll be like a story. Actually, like they'll come. Like maybe I mentioned like I want to say some of Claire's cafe stories, so I get that could be a story time. But I do want to do more like long format podcasts, and then the plan is to maybe animate highlights of that into shorts and whatnot. Meta's kind of over. I mean, it could just have been evolved, you know. I think there's it can just be different. It doesn't have to be that way. Like I could see that there has been a decline of like those type of animators. But I think we just need to explore a different like format to our content. Right? Because I'm definitely burnt out of it, so I want to try something else that is not entirely different from it, but you know, isn't the same as what it was before. My VTuber. This was hard to answer earlier, right? Like I said, I don't know. The answer is I always have been, and or sometimes yes. Right? I don't know. Hard to say. Vlogs, no, I suck at vlogs, man. I can't. I don't know how to look at a camera. Like even this whole stream, I was just looking at chat. Like I don't know how to. I don't know how to make eye contact with the camera. This is how I operate in real life too. I have trouble like looking at people in the eye. Not because I'm trying to like deceive them. I'm just like I don't want to look at people's eyes. It's like too intimate, you know. Like I just want you to process information coming out of my mouth. Like I'm just gonna talk in this direction and hope the sound waves travel to your brain. There's so much about Filipino culture. You know, sometimes I wish like I practiced more Tagalog. I thought like earlier this week, I thought, what if like I just start randomly speaking Filipino in some of the videos, but like also translate it, you know? Because I think being bilingual is pretty cool, and I'm not really taking advantage of that. Like I grew up in Canada, you know, but my parents always spoke to me in Tagalog at home, but I would always reply in English, and I like looking back, I feel pretty bad, but at the same time, you know, I have successfully integrated myself into the North American culture, right? Eye contacts for neurotypical people. Oh. Like I'll look at people for like 2 seconds, but only if they're not looking at me. That's my gymnastics of eye contact during conversation. I'll be like, yeah, then I just look away. Ow. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I've spoken enough. I'm like starting to get stuck in my chair. That's what happens when I sit too long. So I start sweating. But yeah. Is that all I wanted to say? Let me pull up my notes real quick. 1 sec. Okay, Scribble, Vtuber, VTubing, Arc, Cafe, Passport, Scribble, Digimon, Weddings, my hedgehog. Rest in peace, my boy. My boy Nergigante. Yeah, I named my hedgehog Nergi, Nergi, short for Nergigante, as in the elder dragon from Monster Hunter. Play a lot of Digimon, Vegas, Trash Taste, Minecraft, Bounce SMP, Butterfly Knife, excuse me, climbing injury, ears pierced. Yeah, I think we got it covered. Listen, guys, I don't know how to end streams. This happens in my Twitch streams too. I'd be like, all right, I think that's it for me. Okay, I'm feeling tired. All right, guys, have a good night. And that goes on for like 20 minutes. Rock climbing videos? Oh, should I make like an actual video? I've tried streams before at my gym. But lately the times that we go get really busy, and it is not ideal to record anything because people are always like walking in the way, or you know, I don't want to invade people's like privacy and stuff. The times I have streamed it, there's like maybe like 5 other people in the gym, so it doesn't feel as intrusive. Just end it mid sentence. That is actually how I probably end it. But anyway, this was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for overall being respectful. I know there's always going to be spammers and whatnot, but I think overall, yeah, I didn't really have to ban that many people. Excuse me. Yeah, I hope you guys are staying healthy. I know there's a lot of people getting sick. For like in my circle of people, like a lot of people are getting sick. So try to be safe. Try to be nice to each other and to yourself. And when will I see you guys again? I don't know. Maybe I'll just like stream sometimes and just talk about dumb stories. I don't know how. I've been gone from YouTube for so long that I don't really know what the meta is now. I'm like an old man I'm like a dude that just got out of jail, and I'm like, the world has progressed without me. I don't know how to assimilate myself in society again. But whatever, you know, next time you'll get an upload like of a video will probably be February. Yeah, I'm gonna say February. Because the thing about the first video is it's pretty much done animated, but the parts where I want to use this guy, this guy, I kind of have to like dub over those parts while recording, the tracking and stuff. And then that'll be done, and then I gotta work on the second video. Like what? By the time I upload the first video, I want most of the second video done, so that I just need like a week to like finish up some final touches, and then it'll just be the last video left. Yeah. Okay. It's been like 2 hours. I think that's good. Again, if you guys are in the LA area, please check out our show, scribbleafterdark.com or scribbleshowdown.com. It's at the end of the month. Hope to see some of you there. Okay. It is 9 o'clock. Good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you guys are. Stay safe. Okay, now how do I end stream? See, this is my first time like doing a YouTube live stream. So it took me a while to figure out how to even start it. Thankfully, some friends helped me out. Okay. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we're good. Bye-bye. And